Okay, this is a VIX trade that's set up on the Euro-US dollar pair on November the 14th, 2011. This is a daily chart. Now, this level right here was a lot of support. See these wicks going down like this? And there's a lot of support in here. So as price came up to it on Friday, and today is Monday, November the 14th, this is what Friday looked like. Sunday opens up, and well, I can show you what the candle did here. It opened up and fooled around the same area and went straight down. Here, I'll just go to a 1 hour chart. Here's the Sunday opens. You can see a little gap between Friday and Sunday. This used to be resistance, then it was support, and it broke it and it came, and look what's happened up here now. Not only that, watch your Fibonacci levels from this high to this low, 79% as well. Really good. What's happening right here now? Here, just get these out. Well, that's okay there. Look at this level of, let me zoom in just a bit here, this level of support in here. They hit it and bounced up and came down. Now keep in mind, the environment, not good. In fact, the Dow was at resistance. I've got to show you the Dow here right now too, because this is important. The Dow futures on the 1 hour chart had hit this level right here. Look at this resistance from before here. Look at that. It hit it again. Okay, this is the Sunday opening. It hits it, drops a bit, actually makes a little noble entry there, doesn't it? And starts to come down. Right? This is negative. The European stocks were down. The environment is negative. Okay, so you want to be looking to sell this pair. Back to the euro. What do you have setting up here? MACD cross below signal line. Market flow is down. Negative environment. VIX trade. Okay, you want to sell a rally. You got to, anywhere from here 37.60. There was actually a pivot right up here at 73, I believe it was. In that level, you can even sell it at 60, no problem on the stop. It actually spiked up a little bit here, but did not get close to a 20 pip stop. And straight down, take your profits like when, here, let's just go to a 15-minute chart. We can see it a little more clearly here. There's the rally up. Here was that M3 daily pivot right here. See, lots of good resistance and support in there too, so you could have gone for a little higher level. You may not make it. Sometimes you'll miss the trades, but in any event, the 60 was good. And when it gets back down to here, to these bottoms, make sure to get the risk out of the trade and or take some profit on your, fund your position and then let it go more and down to these levels here. And this was a very negative day. Everything was coming in negative on the stocks, okay? The other thing, what was the US dollar index doing? Because if, the US dollar and the euro, the US dollar index and the euro US dollar move in opposite directions, right? Very, very correlated. So if you go to the US dollar index, which is right here, let's go to a 4 hour chart. Look what was happening. This is the Sunday, the exact same time as when prices opened on the Sunday. I'm talking New York time now, the Sunday on the 13th of November, and then this is going into the 14th. This is when we saw the noble entry. Actually, the noble entry set up a little bit after this, but look at this price action from this low up to this high, 79%. From this low up to the same high, 38%. Overlapping fibs. Look at this candle action. What's that? That's a pin bar. That's bullish. Okay, now you put that together with the market environment and everything, and the fact that the euro is now having a VIX trade short setup, that euro becomes a very good trade. And back to this euro, that is what happened. You got a negative environment. Here's a kind of trade that you might want to try to hang on to for a lot more pips, because if you go to when you start looking at what the stock market was doing, there's lots more available in this kind of a trade. This thing actually cut down right through all these levels. Look how it came back and hit it. Used to be support a long time ago, or probably resistance back in here. Probably support. Don't know what I'm talking about. Resistance. It broke it and became resistance again. So they're important levels to watch. But I just want to point out that sometimes you can hang on to a much bigger trade depending on the market environment. But in any event, very nice little VIX trade set up there with everything else in alignment. Okay, Euro US dollar, November the 14th, 2011, VIX trade.